made it past our security detail.
I know, Jesus.
Nice.
I'm a bit uncomfortable.
We did a number of interviews before this show, and they kept asking me what we were going to play, and I said, I don't know, what should we play? And they said, all we know is the last 2 albums, so that's what we're going to play. They're okay, they're okay.
They're not staring you out.
Yeah. They're just checking that we're okay. Yeah.
And we just want to make sure they're okay.
Where you been for so long? I went to places alone, rented a room, and I forgot my pen, shook my twin, and I had to find a feeling again. Now all I need is a crew. Wanna could like that as if Wanna could slay on cue and sleaze and sniff. Alright, I'm going back to the water. Been landlocked too long. Got a feeling it's all coming free. I got a feeling, Lord, that it got to me. It took its time of working into my soul. I got to believe it got the rock and roll. Rock and roll.
I get compelled to write when I hear something that's amazing, you know? When you get that sort of, you know, you hear something that moves you. You know, that's when, it doesn't happen that often, you know, but when it does happen, it's really inspiring.
When you think about, like, you know, the sort of duration in which the band's sort of like been going for and stuff, you know, there's been lots of ups and downs, and you know, so much that's gone on. You know, what sort of sticks out, you know, in terms of like maybe some of the more difficult things that have inspired the band, maybe in a positive sense when you look back at it.
There was kind of a rough patch there for, I don't know, the Locust years. What was that?
6
like?
years.
You know, I just kept doing it because there was nothing else I wanted to do, and you know. This is what I want to do with my life. I don't know. I mean, I just kind of stuck with it. Kept trying harder and harder.
Bet you got it all planned right. Bet you never worry, never even feel a fright. Bet you got it all planned right. Never think to worry, never even feel a fright. Single steps alone, and I know you don't really mind. 5 years by your side, so I know you really don't mind. But don't you ever be there. I said don't ever, cause it's gonna keep on hanging around. Be there. I said don't ever, because it's gonna keep on hanging around. See everything is right. Bet you think you have to, but it doesn't feel right. Sounding words make your head feel light. Pedals getting big with the lovers that love you now. 5 years going by, everyone is standing on that side. I'll never be there. I said I'll never, because it's gonna keep on never. Down. I said I'll never, because it's gonna keep them hanging.
When you're on stage, how aware are you of your surroundings, you know, of the situation itself, or are you just sort of like thinking about what you're actually performing?
Well, I got my eyes fixed about 2 years ago, so now I'm hyper aware. I used to be blissfully ignorant, but I did get my eyes fixed, and now I can see everything. I can see way to the back of the room where the person back there is yawning. I'm like, what? You know, it's hard to focus on the, you know, 300 people in front of them who are all into it. You see that one back there like going like this.
See, I'm the opposite. I always like.
Because that's the difference between me and Jim.
Yeah, I stare at the people who are having a good time, and yeah.
It psychs him up. If I was smarter, see, Jim is smarter than me.
Where do you want to go next with, with Spoons, you feel?
Oh, we want to go off into the stratosphere. I mean, seriously, there's no reason to do this if you're not doing something that's remarkable. I'm just not interested in doing it at all if it's not amazing.
Where you stuck?